Hello, I'm Daniel. This is a COVID update. So, the information I want to give you is this. We have been told now that as many as 880 people could be returning to the building Sunday the 31st and Monday the 1st. As many as 880, which is a higher number than we thought. And I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's not returning to the building necessarily. Some of those are new hires that are starting. So rather than 880 returning, what I meant to say was 880 coming to the building for the first time or for the first time in a long time. Okay? So, 880. Now, we are hopeful the agency has figured something out so that people that haven't been in the building in a long time can still get in through the garage, through the regular garage entrances, where boop, you swipe your card, you get in. We are hoping that the agency has done something for that and that will work out without any problems. But in case it doesn't, pack a lunch, bring a bottled water, bring something to read, because there's a solid chance that there will be hundreds of people coming in that have no choice but to park at Union Station and go through the guard station. And if that happens, the guard station can only hold 60 people, so we are anticipating a crowd having to wait in the garage. And maybe people will be advised to wait in their cars. We don't know how that'll go. And then, of course, the elevators can only house 2 people at a time. So it could really be a bottleneck situation where people are waiting a long time to get in. So that's why I say wear comfortable shoes, pack a lunch, bring a bottled water, bring something to read. I can think of ways this could have been planned better, but we are where we are, and this is the situation. So, and again, we're hopeful that people can that something is in place to help people get in. We have asked some questions and given some advice, and we will see what happens, but be prepared for an awful wait. And then just be happy if it doesn't happen. Just be happy if it doesn't happen. So, okay, moving on from that. As many of you will already know that there was a White House press briefing today, and a reporter asked, essentially, hey, if federal buildings are supposed to be reduced to 25% capacity, why would the IRS be bringing back teleworkers right now? And that is a good question. And the press secretary didn't have an answer for that. I'm sure she was unaware of it or was unprepared, but she said you're going to have to forward that question to the Department of Treasury. But the bright side of this is now all the media knows what's happening to us. And presumably the President of the United States as well. So that's a good thing. Awareness is a good thing. And a lot of people watch these briefings too. So many people in this nation now know that the IRS is bringing people back and seemingly not attempting to follow the 25% rule. And just to break down the numbers a little bit, the rule that the president put out is that our building should have 25% of normal capacity. Now, if we're really generous and we say normal capacity is what's in the building during peak, that is still not it is still 6,000 people max. The most that are ever in that building is 6,000 people. And 25% of that is 1,500, which means if we're following that rule, there should not be more than 1,500 people in the building. And that, again, is being generous if we assume peak is normal. I don't think peak is normal. I think normal we should be using, say, 5,000 for the calculation. But if we're really generous to the agency, there should be no more than 1,500 people in that building, period. I have been told that approximately 1,000 people are in the building for day-to-day operations right now until Sunday and Monday. So if it's approximately 1,000, okay, that meets the 25%. That's a good thing. But if they're adding 880 people, if they're nearly doubling the amount that's in there, well, then that's not going to meet the 25% requirement. And so when we try to get information about the plan for how that requirement's going to be met, we are not given that information, at least not in a timely way. So as it stands right now, our building seems like it's not inclined to meet the 25% requirements, and people know. So I'm optimistic that something will happen in the near future to change what's being done. And it would be meaningful if it seemed like our leadership was trying to meet the 25% requirement. And what I mean by that is, I can understand bringing people back that are not working at all. I can understand bringing people back that can only do 5 or 10% of their job from home. I can understand that. And that makes some sense. But they're also bringing back people who are teleworking just fine, who can do their entire job or almost their entire job from home. Some of those people are being brought back too. So that tells me it really seems like a real effort is not being made to meet that 25%. A real honest effort appears to be not being made, because there are people who have been teleworking just fine for as many as 8 months and were suddenly told 3 weeks ago that they're coming back. And there are people who were told several times, hey, yeah, we're going to set you up for telework. And then suddenly we're told, nope, they're not going to be set up for telework. They're being brought back. There are people who were sent to come in to get laptops, to get set up for telework, and then suddenly they're being told, oh, you're not teleworking, never mind. More people could telework, and more people could keep teleworking. So the 25% capacity is reachable. It is. And if we have something around 1,800 people in the building, that is breaking the rule. So we are hopeful that in the coming weeks we will get some answers and something will be made to happen. But I just wanted to... A lot of people ask, are we meeting the 25%? How far are we from the 25%? And the truth is, we have been meeting it until the new development. And now we're not going to be meeting it anymore. So what is the agency's plan? We don't know right now, but we're trying to find out. And we are hopeful, because now that it was mentioned in a White House press briefing, that means everybody knows. Everybody knows. And big IRS in Washington, D.C., they know that this nation knows. So, and presumably the president's COVID task force knows too. So, some extra eyes will get put on this. And we are hopeful that some of these people that are coming back, something could change. We're not going to find out before February 1st. Nothing's going to change before then, I think. But in the future, something could change. And so we're trying to be optimistic. So, that being said, if you're returning, again, comfortable shoes, water bottle, pack a lunch, bring a book to read. Be ready for what could be an incredible wait, and hopefully there won't be an incredible wait and you'll get in just fine, but be ready. And please wear a mask, and please stay 6 feet away from all people all the time. So that's it. If you're coming back, good luck, and try to stay safe. Have a good day.